Hi, this is my doggy Friday, and he helps me practice piano. Hi, today I want to talk to you about how I personally how I personally practice and perfected piece, and also what mindset you should have when you're playing piano. So first I'll talk about the mindset. You obviously want to have a positive attitude and a growth mindset about yourself and when you're playing. So don't get frustrated about mistakes, and don't get discouraged by it also. And you want to look forward. Also know that you're human and you make mistakes, so you're not perfect. And when you accept that, it'll be much easier to get over things and move on. Also, just know that everything that you do reflects on yourself, because you're playing and you're doing the playing, like I said before. So it won't reflect on somebody else. It's not like if you're playing for another person. So it'll only reflect on you. So the rewards or the consequences will be received by you, depending on how you play and what is your attitude towards yourself and your dedication. So next I'll talk about how you practice pieces. Usually when you get a new piece and you're sight reading, do it slowly and do it with one hand. It might sound a bit wonky at first, but when you're slowly getting used to the rhythms and the notes and the harmonies and you start putting it together, it won't sound wonky anymore. This is from experience. Also, I recommend singing when you're playing, so you can get the phrasing correct. And just imagine that it's a singer, and if you play it one way, it might not fit in with a normal singer's abilities. So then, just think about it and try maybe fixing it. Also, I recommend going with a metronome. Personally, for me, I don't like using it because it doesn't help me concentrate, but it will help in the future, because if you don't play consistently, it just will reflect on how you're playing when you're done with a whole piece. That depends on which piece it is, if it's fit for a metronome or not. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. I hope my advice is good and helpful. So 12 times scales. Excuse me, Friday. to talk about how you can gain motivation in music and also maybe how to stay dedicated and committed when you're practicing. So when you want to motivate yourself, one possible way could be, I know this may sound arrogant, but like you could imagine that since you practice so hard, you could be like the best person who ever played the piece. So if you really push yourself to just be your best and like practice hard enough and put that passion in your playing, then people will look up to how you play. This hasn't actually happened to me before, but it's my guess. And yeah, just practice and be disciplined and know that your goals and how you achieve them you can only achieve them by how you practice, which leads to another point, how disciplined and dedicated you are. It's your choice if you want to practice a lot or practice a little, because you're the one who's going to be experiencing the results in the future. It's not like it's going to reflect badly on someone else. So if you choose not to do a lot, then it will reflect on you. But if you choose to practice a lot, then it will be you who's gaining the benefit and you who's gaining like the results that you want, like being good at playing the piece and being passionate and doing the best you can do. So what I'm trying to say is that it's your choice. You don't have to force yourself to play like a day straight. You can have breaks. Just know that like it's you who's making the decisions of how you're working, and it's you who's getting the results. Okay. Going back to piano. This is the second part of the Friends song. I think my main problems are over here. Really slowly because I keep skipping notes. Probably also a result of overplaying. I think that's probably just the biggest conflict. And also I've noticed when I go faster, like the ties, not the ties, like the slurs. So like when I go faster, they disappear. So like. Together, it's even harder to hear. So that's what I'm trying to work on. So here we go. I tried to smile in different parts, like the places that you said were most difficult. I tried to smile there. I hope I did a good job. Sonata practice. I thought of a strategy to make sure that I play the right notes at the correct dynamics, and there was this magical creature, and the sonata I'm playing, I'm trying to lull it to sleep. But if I play the wrong note too loudly, then it'll wake up and start crying forever, and I can't stop it unless I play the right note softly or loudly. So that's my motivation. I think my biggest problem is that, I start speeding up when there's more notes in each measure, so when there's like 30 seconds and 16ths. So I'll try to keep it consistent. For the French song, I was kind of having, after the master class I had, I was kind of having trouble with for this part, so, because I just kept skipping the notes because they were too fast. So I had to slow it down and play it slowly, so. So like I accidentally didn't press that enough, so it didn't make any sound, so. I think it's fine now. I just know now that I can't overplay things. So I guess the key was not to play it fast, and I had to just slow it down in order to get it better. This is the first part of the French song. how to play and perfect a new score, and also how to gain motivation in practice. So first, when you have a new score, I would recommend starting slow with a metronome and separate hands. Also, if it's in a different key, like say, I don't know, E flat, then I also suggest you highlight the sharps and flats because it makes them more vivid and you can see them better and you can know which ones you have to play, sharp or flat. And then gradually when you begin to know the piece, I would focus on playing different parts and perfecting them first, and also practicing a lot. Like I practiced to the extent that my neighbors knew which piece I was playing. So just practice a lot and be very familiar with things. And don't overplay it, because in my piece I overplayed it a lot and then I had to slow down again. So when you do overplay it on accident, just slow it down and make sure you have the fingering correct and like don't make the same mistake. And also, when you play a piece, you have to make sure you're in the right habit of which notes to play and everything like that. So then you can, you don't have to make those mistakes in the future, and then it would be way harder to correct and bring it back to the actual way to play it. When you need motivation, I would just imagine in the future when I have finished, when I have polished my piece and when it's in the final product, I can just imagine me being so proud of myself that I worked so hard and I did it. And that would be how I gain motivation personally. With the metronome at 56, because on this one it says Adagio is 56, so I'm just gonna do it like that. So I'll start from measure 22 with the repetition. I don't think I'll do okay, I'll just do that with my right hand button. So we'll start from here. This is my sonata practice, and I'm going to try to do the pedal and fix the, and I'm still trying to work on fixing the wrist movement in measure 8. I'm trying to make my trills longer and fuller, and it's just the same thing as usual. I'm going to be trying with the pedal, and I'm going to be singing. Hello. Today I'm talking about how I personally gain motivation when I'm playing piano and also how I practice. So when I want motivation to play, um, usually I just think about the future and how proud of myself I would be when I've finally accomplished this piece, and also how well it would sound because I worked so hard to gain like the final product. For my personal practice process, I usually practice for 1 hour a day. I start with 12 times scales, chords, and arpeggio for each type, and then so I warm up first, and I can warm up my muscles before I play, and then I do my pieces. If I have more than one, I just start with one that I think needs the most work, and then I work on it. And then I move to another piece, and I work on it also. Usually, I try to do repeated playing for different areas where you have trouble with them. So, like, repeatedly play them so you can get that muscle memory into your fingers. And usually I go over because I need to do all of them. And I mostly do them for the same amount of time, which results into like going overtime, but that's completely fine. So you just need to make sure you're managing your time well, and then then your practice will be without turbulence, and it will be good. This is my musical sketches practice. So here we go. start with musical sketch number 19. And again, I'm trying to make the center, well, not the center, the middle part of the piece sound like dancing and carelessness. So I hope it does. video, I would like to say thank you for watching. And also, I hope you learned something and got some advice, and I hope you enjoyed it, most of all. I decided to do this because I wanted to share my advice with you, and just my process from starting out to sight reading, and then finally getting to familiarize with the piece. I think I really had a lot of fun doing this. I found it very satisfying to send my videos to the teacher at the end of the day. And I think the largest thing I learned during this period is just not to be frustrated with yourself so much, and like just know that I'm human and that I make mistakes. So again, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.